So you got these older guys dating these young girls and stuff. So I guess that didn't really go over. But it was interesting though because they took me to this one shopping center I never knew nothing about and or knew anything about it, and we took some of those pictures. I don't know what they're called, but you take pictures and you can design them and all of that stuff. We took a whole bunch of those, and then we went out to eat, and I paid for everything, and he kept saying, I want to pay, and the last day he paid everything. I think the last time we went out, he paid for everything. I was like, fine, whatever, But I told him, you don't have to spend your money like that, And then one day I was out there, and he took me to this club that was right across the street from the hotel I used to always that I stayed at. Because I stopped staying at that hotel because the owner, the Chinese guy, my wife, I guess he liked her and stuff, because she was out doing her thing. And after we had got divorced and stuff, we didn't get divorced, we separated. And so I went to LA, and she had broke her foot or something. It was because of him she broke her foot. So I guess she must have been drunk, and he went out to her room and tried to have sex with her or something. I don't know, because I think she was drinking with him or something, and he thought one thing, and so she ended up falling down and twisting her ankle and stuff. So that's how I ended up coming back to Japan, because I was coming through here to go to Thailand, but I just called to say what's up, and she just asked me to help her because she twisted her ankle, so I just got a new visa, because we were already still married, so it was real quick, and that was it. But I don't know, it was just really, really, really strange. But anyway, it was another guy that worked in that shop, and he remembered me, and they took me down to his to where he was working at, and I walked in and he saw me. He said, "Oh, Ralph, how you doing?" And came over and gave me a big hug, and we all sat down and ate there, and he just kept talking, and then after that, after he finished work, we didn't go too far. I think we stayed on Kawasan and drinking and talking again. It was real cool, and I don't know, it's just real nice. I mean, you go out there, and for me, I get a lot of jealousy from guys and stuff, and I don't know if it's because of my good looks or just because I'm black and the hip hop thing is going on, or maybe because they know they're women, so maybe they know that the women just automatically like us, and and they just think they're not going to get any girls or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, one night he took me to this club, and we was in there dancing and stuff. He introduced me to some of his friends, and one of his friends was straight up just probably didn't like me, And so we in the dance floor, and some girl come over and start dancing with me and stuff, and I'm buying everybody drinks and stuff. And I think something happened, and he said something to me. I didn't know what he was saying, like if he wanted to fight. I guess he must have got drunk. And I thought we was going to really fight, and I was like, what, And so the guy came over, and I don't know if it was his little brother or his friend or what, but, he came over and grabbed the guy and was like, what's going on and all this stuff. And then the dude, I don't know what happened, but he straightened it out, but he told me why the dude was angry. And I guess maybe it was because when I party and stuff, I just dance and have a good time, and I just totally forget that other people there, and if girls come and dance with me, I'll dance with them or whatever, I don't care, because usually when I go to clubs, I don't go to drink or anything, I just go to dance, because it's like, it's my drug and stuff, to dance, to get rid of stress and whatever, and so we all sat back at the table again, and I went over to him and I said, what's wrong, why are you angry? And he said his 2 cents and stuff. I said, fine, whatever. So I went and got him a couple of drinks, after that he was all cool and stuff. But I don't know, that was like the first time ever that I almost got into a serious confrontation like that, But what it was I think something must have happened in Thailand where a lot of people's income just jumped. And these guys, on Kawasan Road back in between the late 90s and the 2000 and stuff, you didn't really see too many nice cars. I mean, you would see a whole bunch of cars and stuff, you know, but at that time on Kawasan Road, you wouldn't hardly see them. But on that time at night, you see BMW, these guys. I mean, the girls always had nice cars and stuff, but you see the guys in BMWs and Mercedes and they Civics and stuff all dropped down lower and fixed up, and it was just really, really different. And then the crowd too was more a little more hostile, because one day I was sitting out there across the street, and then sitting on the curb, and I stood up to get a drink, to go buy a drink, and when I came back, I was going to sit down, but I didn't. And all of a sudden, some Thai guy just came out of nowhere and just crushed a bottle right over some dude's head. Bam! And I was like, holy creeping crap, you know? And it was the dude head just cracked open, blood just shot everywhere. And the guys grabbed, I think they kind of like got into a fight or something, but the guy that was bleeding, he couldn't fight. His friends grabbed him and they grabbed the other guy. And then that guy's friends grabbed them. You know, but it was more or less like a pushing and grabbing, a holding thing, you know. And I was like, wow. And then the police came and I guess they arrested the guy and stuff. It was a trip. Dude's head was just pouring blood. And I was like, wow. You know, I said, whoa, I'm going to have to chill out, because these guys, I mean, maybe it was the hip hop or whatever, or I don't know. I swear I don't know, but it was a little rowdy and stuff. But that's how but then after that, I went over to across the street to some bar. I think it was called Q's or something like that. And I was just sitting there, and I think I told another story, but you know, I sat at the table. No, I was playing pool, and then I went and sat. I was went to the other part where just the tables were and stuff, and I was drinking, and some guy just came over to me and said, "Hey, come and sit at our table." And I was like, "Oh no, it's cool." You know, he said, "No, my sister want to talk to you," or somebody invited me to some guy, or I don't know. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I went and sat, and he introduced me to his sister and everything, you know. And one of the guys was acting like he didn't want me to be there, but you know, the other guy just told me just ignore him because he's being ignorant, something crazy like that, you know. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. So I gave them my the hotel where I was at and the number and the room number, and the next day they called me. Right, you do call me, and invited me to go to lunch or something with them or whatever. And so they, I was in that Pink Nunquar Hotel, so they told them, wrote the address down and took a text. And I went to meet them, and this dude, you know, he was real cool, but he was like a little on the sweet side, you know. And I don't know if he was gay or not. I really couldn't tell, you know, because I didn't ask his sister, I didn't ask him. But you know, I know there's guys like that that's a little more act more feminine than they act masculine. But you know, it doesn't matter, because most guys that act more feminine, they tend to talk to most of the beautiful women and stuff anyway. So, but I don't know, it was just a trip. And so we just hung out a lot. I mean, every time I came, you know, somehow we ran into each other at the bar, or they would call the hotel randomly and I would be there, you know. And so they took me over to their house, you know. It was a real nice place, you know. It was, you know, a secure building and stuff. And I just had I'm just telling you, I just had a good time. And then like one day I went to this restaurant cafe and sat down and eat, and the owner was a lady, Thai lady, and she was beautiful. My God, she was beautiful. And I think I ate like 3 pieces of cake, because every time I eat sweets, I eat a lot. Like I eat like too much. So she came over, was like, "Do you like it?" I said, "Yeah." Started talking to me, gave me her business card and her number to her telephone. And at that time I was single and stuff. She said, "Please come again. I really want to talk to you and go out to eat," and blah blah blah. But me, I'm stupid, you know. When girls chase me, I just tend to play stupid and stuff. But I like chasing girls, and you know, I can never catch them and stuff, you know. But she was so beautiful, and it was a real nice restaurant. And she was the owner, so I know she had some money or something like that, you know. And she just wanted to be with me. But like I said, maybe it was that